on, guys? So the garage is a little bit of a mess. Today's video I kind of want to go over how to do the head ports on an N54. It's very simple, honestly. So here's a better reference right here. Let me get my light. All right, so this is Justin's new motor that's going into his 1 series, and right now we're plugging up the head ports because he is running an external PCV dual catch can setup. So we're just prepping to plug these head ports in right here. And yeah, so obviously first things first, if you want to do this job, you need, let me get this out so I can show you. Come on. But obviously you're gonna need what is a 10-30 seconds tap. You don't need a drill because the holes are already here, so don't worry about the drilling. The hose is there. All you need to worry about is getting a 10-30 second tap, and the actual plugs has to be 10-30 seconds, or else, I mean, obviously the threads aren't going to match and it's not going to fit. And then once you verify that, what you're going to do is, obviously, if the engine is still on the car, you're going to take off the valve cover. If you're single turbo, you may have to take off the turbo, which is fine. It's just a few extra steps. This one is VIE kit, which is a V-band version of the single turbo kits. Like I run a T4 Doc Race, so a lot of the turbo kits in this platform are either going to be T4 or V-band. Most of the common ones are going to be T4. All right, so second, valve cover has to come off. Injectors, you know, they might have to come off just to make it easier on you to lift it up from, you know, the motor sits slanted, so whichever way is easier for you to take out the injectors, I mean, you can, and the valve cover. But just know that if you do that, I do recommend you replace the injector seals so they get a nice tight fit in the bore, and then you don't have to, you don't oval out the bore eventually from the injector, you know, wiggling in there. Anyways, second step you would do is, you know, after taking out the valve cover, and you're planning on doing this, is take off your intake manifold. You do not want to do this job with the intake manifold installed on the car. You are gonna have shavings that are go into the ports, and you're gonna have to either what I like to use is brake cleaner, and just you know, spray some a little bit in there. Later you can use compressed air, it's fine, whichever way works, as long as you get every single piece of debris in there out. I use brake cleaner just because it's quick. Right now my air compressor is not on, so you know, this is just what I'm using. So what I like to use is I dip this in oil. You gotta watch the orientation of the porthole. So most of these ports are gonna go in this way, towards the front. Go in like yay. Keep going. Once you, I mean, sometimes there is some resistance. Just fight through it a little bit, or you can go, you know, almost set it in the middle. Right here, hold on. Let me get this thing where it locks the other way. And then it goes that way. You can go back in and out, so it's easier on you, and there's not much resistance, because this tap can break, and once it breaks, it's kind of a pain to get it out. You don't want to do that. Just make the job a little bit easier, and let it go in smooth. You know, see how it tightened right here? And I think in depth I'm okay. You don't need to go that deep, you know, extremely deep. The tab is about like yay big. Get some red Loctite on there and you should be good to go. And I'll show y'all here when I'm done with these two what I'm talking about. Any excess on the top, you see all these particles that go in here, you need to make sure this doesn't go into your engine, because it will blow your engine. Wipe this off. This is just a brief video. It does not take a long time. I mean, it does if you got to take off the valve cover. All right, so here, this is the one that goes towards the back of the engine. It's kind of tricky. It's a lot trickier when it's in the car and you got the body of the car in the way. Right now this motor's out. Obviously it's on a stand. We're finishing up Justin's swap, and honestly I'm waiting on him to bring me the valve cover and his turbo, his front turbo, I guess housing. Yeah, housing is what you want to call it. He got them wrinkle black. It looks really sharp in pictures. It's probably gonna look a lot better in person, but yeah. So you get this done and you're pretty much set to install the taps, or the block offs, if you want to call it. Whatever y'all want to call it, that's what it is. Make sure none of this is like stays in there after you clean it. Make sure you're very thorough on cleaning it. This is a lot of material for your engine to eat, and like I said, it's some nasty stuff and it will blow your engine. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. Yeah, today I'm working in flip-flops. You know, it is what it is. So yeah, so now I'm gonna get the taps. I'm gonna show you the taps, and then we'll move on from there. All right. All right, guys. So these are the taps that I use. I ordered these years ago, and it comes in a 250 quantity, stainless steel, 10-30 seconds. Like I said, you can barely see it. 10-30 second right here. Like I said, I've had this baggie for like 7 years. I've gone through a lot of them because I've done a lot of these, but this is the taps that we're going to use with some red Loctite, and we're going to install it on the engine. All right, use compressed air, or you could use brake cleaner. I like to use brake cleaner just because my compressor's not in here, or it's not on. So you just spray right here lightly. There you go. Make sure you get every single bit right here, like that. You do that to all 6 ports. Just like that. And you see how much material that it got? Look at that. Look at all that material in those ports. I don't know if you can see it. Imagine all of that in your cylinders. That's why it's important to do the air or the brake clean. So now next, I will show you when they are plugged. I'm gonna get some red Loctite, pour a little bit in here, in here, in here, in here, in here, in here, on all 6, and get them all ready to install for the port block offs. Like I said, it's a simple install. I'll show you guys here in a minute. So I couldn't find my thread lock, so I went ahead and ran to the store and bought red Loctite, which, you know, I already cut it. I've already got it set up. So the way I do these is I coat this a little bit. See, it already wants to come out. Coat it like that a little bit, and then I go over here and I throw a dab in here, just so it stays on the threads. And we do that about 6 times, and to get all of them in, and then we go back. These don't need to be tight because they're not going to be tight, and go like this, like that. Just wipe off the excess red Loctite and you're good. But you basically go like this, make sure it catches good on the threads, like yay. it's pouring out a lot. And like I said, you've already threaded them all the way. You don't have to go that deep, but you know, flush. Everything is flush. Go like that. Keep dropping the. She just keeps wanting to pour all the Loctite, man. Like I said, make sure it grabs. There we go. That was a little rough, but it's alright. We didn't cross thread nothing. Just like that. And that is how you do a headport block off on an N54. I appreciate you guys watching. You got any more recommendations, any more how-tos, just put what's it called, comment below, and if I can get to them, I'll do them. If not, then you know, I can't, you know. But if you got any ideas on any more how-tos y'all want to see, just let me know. Just like I said, just comment on the under the video, and then I'll get to them. All right, appreciate you guys. Peace.